What's this one called? Japan's Craziest Unsolved Mystery. I like that. There's a mystery in the woods.
Monday.
This is a whole frickin' production, holy.
The peak is shrouded in fog. It's the aftermath of one of the most violent storms to hit the area in months. A search helicopter powers through the mist, scouring the region for a pair of hikers from Tokyo who set out the day prior and haven't been seen or heard from.
Hiking is one of the scariest things you can do. Like, I love hiking, but you hear so many stories of bodies being discovered in the woods and stuff, and it just freaks me the fuck out.
Anyone around. But as nightfall takes its grip, enveloping the area in complete blackness.
Like, I feel like all the deaths I know are from hiking.
Something strange enters their view. Just south of Mount Asahidake, a crudely constructed, massive SOS sign beckons from a clearing. It's undeniable that the missing hikers have made this, and it's a damn good thing they did, because with conditions like these,
Are those sticks?
finding them
Hey, what is
otherwise
that?
would have been nearly impossible. The team swarms the area with newfound hope that these hikers just might be hiding nearby. They search and search.
Do you think this was created in 3D? Because this cinematography is too impressive. And
They find them.
no, this is 3D. Yeah, I haven't watched an
About a
Nexpo
mile
video
north,
before.
The two men emerge from a cave. They are completely disoriented, battered, and exhausted, but most prominently are in complete disbelief that the rescuers found them.
I think this is Unity.
As they're pulled up into the aircraft, the search team reassures them that they're gonna be okay before commending them on their efforts while out there.
Or Blender.
We couldn't have found you without your help,
And yeah, we should do that.
they claim. You guys did a really great job building that sign. The men pause for a minute, visibly confused. I'm sorry. We didn't build the sign.
What the fuck? Who built the
I
sign?
have no idea what you're talking about.
Who built the sign? Who put the SOS? Who put the SOS sign if it wasn't the hikers that got lost? I don't like it. Well, get cozy, chat. We're about to find out. Who made the freaking sauce, bro? How long is the video? We don't have to watch the whole thing. I just want to get like the gist of it.
I'll admit, the island of Hokkaido is beautiful. It's a landscape adorned with volcanic mountaintops, trails with serene views, and a multitude of steam vents giving the area an almost dreamlike aesthetic.
Oh my god, it's Silent Hill!
It's no wonder that it's one of the most popular hiking spots in Japan, as no matter what time of year you go, you're bound to have an experience you'll never forget.
I would never stream hiking. Holy crap, that sounds like
From
a
the
terrible
summit of
idea.
Mount Asahidake, it was 2.6 miles directly south where the SOS sign awaited. Resting in a relatively flat wetland, it was constructed with 19 cleanly cut birch tree logs, each measuring at around 16
Okay,
feet
but like
long.
how would they make the sign if it's made with like logs? Did they just like haul that shit in the formation of an SOS? Did they have like an axe or something? Like that couldn't have been made by the hikers, absolutely. It's weird.
Interestingly, the deviation down here is considerably
Or their Minecraft world could have just, it could have just generated like that. Sometimes Minecraft is a little quirky. And real life is just Minecraft, so I don't know. I think it might have just been like randomly generated.
longer than the main hiking trail on the mountain, making its existence entirely perplexing. As far as it's known, there are no trails south of this mountain, implying that whoever built it had to have made their diversion from the north. A detour littered with steep cliffs, a dense forest, and even the turbulent Chubetsu
They went
River.
out of their way to hike up the mountain and make that
At this
SOS
point,
sign, and then they
it's
just
completely
left.
unknown how this person got here, and for Japanese police, it was undeniable
Just to
that a
fuck with
mystery
people.
was brewing on the mountain. Someone is still out there, likely pleading for help.
Hell no, they're dead. There's no way they're still out there. They are dead. They are dead. Zip nada dead.
One day later, a second team is dispatched to probe the area for any signs of hikers in distress. This time, with emphasis on the wetland the sign sits in. And while they all held out hope of finding someone still alive,
You think it's
unfortunately,
aliens?
just a few short hours
Should we
into
have a
their search,
conspiracy theory stream go full
they'd uncover
go full
quite the
crazy?
contrary.
I don't know. I don't know if I can trust chat with that.
hidden near the SOS sign are scattered human remains covered in bite marks.
It's
from
aliens.
wildlife.
It's aliens. I just
And
put like
nearby,
a tinfoil hat on
a
and go
backpack
crazy.
containing various
Everybody clips me
items.
out of context and thinks I'm a crazy lady. It's
A Sony
aliens.
Walkman, 4 cassette tapes, toothpaste, a bar of soap, and a towel.
I think it was the bar of soap. The bar of soap did all this. It's responsible for all
At first
this.
glance, it's obvious that the belongings in the human bones are connected. However, a curious question lingered in everyone's mind. How did this person with enough energy
It
and
was
strength
you.
to build an SOS sign out of 19 massive logs allow themselves to die in nature?
What if it's an
For the
acronym?
rescue
What if SOS is just an acronym for like sexy outdoor savants or something? Sex on site. You know, sex on site is so fucking funny. Like, you know, sometimes like words have different meanings. SOS could have been something else. They have a warning. The warning isn't for... The warning is for the people trying to find them. It's like, listen, buddy. This is our secret cult in the woods. And if we see you, it's sex on sight. Everyone is like, oh no, there are people out there waiting to be found. And it's like, no, this is a warning.
Team, nothing further was discovered that day. For what it's worth, though, this seemed like a pretty open and shut case. Locals have claimed that the weather on this mountain is volatile, with thunderstorms rolling in.
Thanks for
with
the 27
hardly
months,
any
J
notice.
Meister. It's my pleasure.
Perhaps this person got turned around, mistakenly made their way down here, and spent their final days awaiting help. That never came. The sight at the SOS sign and the story it tells is grim. But all things considered, this case, again, seemed relatively straightforward. Someone passed away here
Oh.
and built an SOS sign before it happened.
Did they find remains or
The only
something?
question really was, who was it? And how exactly did they get here?
Well, they can just try and see how old the logs are. I don't know. Trees are freaking old. They found bones in a backpack. I was too busy making sex on site jokes. I forgot that part. I need to shut up.
2 days pass, and examiners from the Asahikawa Medical University notify Hokkaido police that the human bones belong to a female. Reportedly, she was about 5 foot 3 inches tall, had type O blood, was somewhere between 20 and 40 years old at the time of her death, carried bone fractures in multiple locations, and died within the span of 1 to 3 years prior. Aside from this, there was no further identifying information about her.
It's okay, she's
and
taller than me, it's fine.
effectively, she was consistent.
She was what? What? Where did the narrator go?
Something is wrong. This doesn't make any sense at all.
What? I was gonna say literally me, but then I remembered I'm too short, so I'm safe. My bones do not currently reside in Japan.
Upon calculating the weight of the SOS logs,
That's what I was gonna say. There's no way she lifted that by herself.
I found that 16-foot segments of birchwood weighs anywhere between 150 and 400 pounds
No
each,
way.
depending on diameter. Multiply this by the 19 segments this sign is comprised of, and we have a whopping total range of 2,850 and
Fuck no.
7,600
Fuck no.
pounds of total.
Someone 5'3" cannot lift that. Not a 5'3" girl. I mean, 150 pounds, maybe. 400 pounds, if she had, like, I don't know. Like, what if she's actually a gym monster? I feel like they would be able to tell that. That she probably wasn't alone. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I could really lift all that much. I'm like, I've told this to chat before. I'm like around like 98 pounds or something. I'm very tiny.
Oh, wait,
It's not good.
aside. So, with this information, we're left to assume that a 5'3" female with fractured bones had the energy and strength to not only cut down 19 massive trees with tools that were never found, but also had the stamina to transport anywhere between 1 and 3 tons of weight, completely by herself.
She could have been a superhero.
Let's not forget
Aliens.
that all of this was done after taking a treacherous 2.6-mile diversion down the south side of the mountain, undoubtedly causing considerable exhaustion from the elements. Without help, constructing this sign alone is an extraordinary feat, a feat that doesn't add up given the context here. So was this person actually alone?
No.
Or was there perhaps someone else that died there with her?
They're not actually logs. They're the bones of the people that she killed. They calcified together and they became birch-like logs. This editing is so
Before we
good.
continue down the rabbit hole, I'd like to tell you about tonight's video
No.
sponsor.
No,
Incogni.
no, 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 no.
It's late at HQ, and investigators are scouring for clues. Of everything they uncovered, the cassette tapes seem to be the most promising lead on uncovering the identity of this woman. And so, they put them in their tape player.
Imagine they play the tapes and it's just hentai. Or it's something really stupid. Like, I don't know. It was like that year's episode, that year's like best episodes of like Dragon Ball Z or something. And they're just like, we need to uncover the tapes. We need to uncover their content. They plop it in and it's just Goku like doing whatever Goku does. I don't know. Allie, they're audio tapes? Well, some people listen to audio. Nothing is outside the realm of possibility. I've also never used a tape. I am a zoomer. I do not know the difference between an audio tape or like a freaking cassette tape. I don't know any of the differences. I've never used one before.
Begin to listen. As they play, they're met with musical tracks taken from various anime TV shows. However, once they make it to the last one, something strange.
I was right. I was right. It was literally anime. It was literally anime. Listen. Listen. Why would you ever doubt me? Clips selected from anime soundtracks, you know? How did I guess it? I just know. Y'all are always like, oh my god, why are you making this sexual? Why are you making this so sus? I just know, okay? I have like a seventh sense. I just know.
Them pause.
Oh. That's a man's voice.
Despite the bones being female, the voice on this recording, clearly in distress, belongs to a man. And the translation: SOS, help me. I'm stuck on the cliff. SOS, help me. I'm at the location where I first met the helicopter. The Sasa is deep and I can't climb up.
The Zaza's deep!
Please pick me up here. Interesting.
Help me.
Aside from the blatant parallels to the SOS sign, I can't help but find it strange that this man uses not a single phrase implying that he's with someone. I don't know about you, but if I were stranded somewhere with another person,
I would be screaming
I'd
with
plead
them.
for someone to help us,
Unless,
because we are the ones stuck here.
yeah.
In this recording, though, it sounds as if he's completely alone, unaware that a female is stranded in the exact same area. Almost like, to him, this female doesn't exist. The woman who the bones belong to and the man who the voice belongs to almost exist in a vacuum. Remnants of two people.
Who do you guys
discovered in the
think
exact
was
same
there
spot,
first? Do you think the
completely
woman
unaware
died first
of
or the
other's
man?
existence.
Who do you think
The only
died
thing tying
first?
them
Or was
together,
there first?
An SOS sign nearly impossible for one person to build. and
The woman, the
whispers
man,
of an
women
agonizing
probably.
Death. A sight of demise that we are years too late with uncovering.
Woman, because the man was in distress. What if the woman killed the man? Too many observations, not enough clues.
Fascinated by this case, a Japanese reporter
Close
named
enough.
Kuryo
Welcome back,
Abaratani
Silent Hill.
sets out to the site of the SOS sign in search of any clues the police may have overlooked. While uncovering anything new was one hell of a long shot, surprisingly, after they dug through some tree roots, they actually uncovered something.
Is it a body? Is it a body? Is it bones? Is it
Just
bones?
165 feet north of the SOS sign and hidden under foliage was a large hole containing various belongings. 2 cameras,
Huh?
a notebook,
Oh?
and most prominently, a license.
Oh!
This ID belonged to a man named Kenji Iwamura, someone from Kanan City in southern Japan,
Jackpot.
over 800 miles south.
Give that detective a raise.
This discovery was massive because, for all anyone knew, this was bound to be their guy. I mean, this had to have been the voice on the recording, right? And of course, this man must have been associated in some capacity with the female bones found at the same site. While she may be, up to this point, still unidentified, at the very least, those investigating this case finally had a name.
Oh, gee. And then they're gonna say he's
Kenji.
completely unrelated.
Iwamura.
Are they? This is gonna be a fake out. He's gonna be completely unrelated and they're gonna be
It's the
like, this
middle of
case is
summer.
unsolved.
And 24-year-old Kenji Iwamura sets out for Mount Asahidake for a short hiking trip. He arrives at a small mountain lodge at the base of the summit and only plans to be there for a couple nights. Later on, he informs the hotel owner that he's embarking on a hike, ignoring warnings of a storm that would hit the area that night. Hesitant, the owner agrees. And so Kenji sets off from the hotel lobby
People should stop
and
hiking here.
embarks into the great unknown.
There are like no signs or anything. I would never go hiking alone. That sounds like the worst
As
idea
time
in the
ticks
world.
by, the sky darkens. The hotel owner becoming increasingly anxious and with no way to contact him to confirm how he's faring in this unstable weather.
People should just stop hiking in general.
pass
Hiking is really
without a
fun.
word
You
from
just
him.
don't do it alone.
The
And you make
storm
sure to have your
comes and
equipment.
goes. The clock approaches. Days pass without a word from him. Weeks come and go. Kinji Iwamura never turned up. He was never seen again.
Yeah, no, I'm staying indoors. I'm
With the
staying
discovery
indoors.
of Kinji's ID, police were certain that they'd crack this case. Reportedly, determining gender from bone fragments isn't always accurate, and for all they knew, they had to belong to him. From here, they tracked down and contacted Kinji's family, believing that this was the final piece of verification they needed to
Oh
close
no,
this
what are they
case.
gonna
Their
say?
confidence was at an all-time high, catalyzed by his parents later claiming that he was
Imagine. They're like, what, Kenji? And then they're like Kenji walks out and is like, sup? And they're like, shit, no, he's alive.
an avid fan of anime and that the backpack they uncovered indeed belonged to him. And so, at last, the police played the cassette tape for them, certain that they'd recognize the voice of their son.
And they're like, who the fuck is that?
And as fate would have it, by the
Oh,
grace
never
of
mind.
God, they didn't recognize this voice at all. They have no idea who this person is.
Oh my god. My god.
With no evidence of foul play,
It's
Hokkaido
so
police,
over.
bizarrely, continued to run with their theory that this sign was built by Kinji Iwamura. They cast aside the consensus about the bones, the lack of identification with the voice, and simply ran with it. It took just 11 days for them to close this case, and to this day, the mystery surrounding the SOS sign has been cast into the void of history, solved to them, yet completely bewildering to the world surrounding them.
My god. I'm sorry. I can't. I cannot. We are playing a horror game tonight, but this is probably the scariest thing of the stream. I cannot. This is crazy. This is insane. Oh, no. Okay, wait. Is he gonna fake out and say that there's more to it? Are you gonna fake it out? The questions that remain.
By
No.
1990, the bones were re-examined, and the consensus underwent a surprising change. Reportedly, they never belonged to a woman with type O blood, but rather a man
Oh, okay.
with type A.
Sure. Okay. Well, at the very least, we got rid of the mystery woman in this equation. She just never existed at all. How do you fuck it up? Well, you know, medical technology has advanced a lot in the past several decades, so fucking it up, not entirely out of the question. Yeah. Thanks for the gift sub. Thanks for the sub, Remy. Thank you. I want to know the rest now. It's mostly just gonna be him, like, asking questions. I think.
Why the hell were the bones suddenly reclassified? Who was the man recorded on Kinji's tapes? How were these massive trees carried and placed by just one person? And how were these trees chopped down at all?
You want to know who built the damn sign?
Taking a broader look at the
They
landscape,
don't know. They don't know. It's called Japan's Strangest Unsolved Mystery. If they knew, the video would be called Japan's No Longer Unsolved Mystery. Alec, can you solve it now? It was me. I did it because I wanted to play a prank, but it went too far and I was too scared to fess up, and that's the reason why this all happened. Case dismissed. Japan's totally solved mystery. Okay, we will watch a bit more.
We've established that the site of the SOS sign was reached by a diversion from the main Mount Asahidake trail. As we've seen, though, multiple hikers have done this. So how have they all made the exact same mistake?
Because they're like, we can do it better,
So,
or
as it
doesn't
turns
apply
out,
to me.
there's an incredibly confusing landmark on the mountain. It's a boulder called Safe Rock, and it's typically used by climbers to orient themselves on their trek, as once you encounter it, you're required to take a right turn to continue your journey to the peak. Bizarrely, however, there sits another identically shaped boulder right next to Safe Rock, called Fake Safe Rock. Unlike the former, using this one as a guide diverts hikers to the much more dangerous south side of the mountain. Terrain littered with steep
so
cliffs
funny.
and intense grades filled with a specific type of bamboo, known locally as sasa. In recent years, Fake Safe Rock has been marked with a rope to signal that you shouldn't follow it. However, to this day, hikers often
Just get rid of the
misinterpret it
damn
for
rock
actual
already.
Safe Rock, adding even further confusion to an already disorienting
Just
situation.
get rid of the fake rock.
I'm sure you're finding this convoluted as I'm explaining it to you.
So stupid.
Now imagine if you were faced with this dilemma while exhausted, in the wild, and completely alone.
Literally just stay at home. This video's the greatest excuse to stay
To
at
this
home.
day, it's believed that both the Tokyo hikers and Kinji Iwamura made this mistake, leaving them both to be stranded and completely helpless. So with this in mind, let's go forth and entertain the idea that Kinji Iwamura was the only one involved here.
Sure.
Let's just say that everything belongs to and was done by no one but him.
Uh-huh.
So it went a little something
Oh, more editing.
like this.
Oh.
Kinji Iwamura begins his trek from the launch and makes his way up the Asahidake Trail. Because of the impending storm, it's possible that there are few hikers up on the mountain. He makes his journey all the way up before the sky darkens and dense fog rolls in. He encounters the fake Safe Rock, confusing it with the real one, and makes a right
He
turn.
encounters the fake Safe Rock.
As the day bleeds by,
He gets screwed
begins
over
to
by the
feel
fake Safe
sky
Rock.
darkening as his psyche becomes ever more anxious. He recognizes not a single thing about the path he's on, and it becomes rapidly clear to him that he's venturing nowhere near the summit.
It's just, why would you hike
Completely turned around
alone?
and
It's
with
just
no
so
other
stupid to
choice,
me.
He continues, following some semblance of a path, even though it's only heading down. Is he heading back to camp? Are there any towns in this direction? Where exactly is he going? As hours pass, he becomes more panicked and begins screaming for help, for anyone to hear him.
Same type of people who
He
go
falls off a
caving.
cliff
Have
and-
I gone on my caving tangent yet? I'm sorry. I'm pausing the video for this. Caving is so stupid. It is so stupid. There are too many stories of people getting their little heads wedged in between like two very proximal fucking pieces of like stone and stuff and dying because they get stuck or they get asphyxiated because of all sorts of weird cave structures. It's so stupid. And people like it because, I don't know, they want to be like, yeah, no, I did this really stupid thing. But people love it. And you know what? I've kind of fell for cave diving propaganda because there's this one podcast where, like, it's run by two cave divers. I've autoplayed it on accident before. I don't remember what their names are, but they talk about all sorts of really weird cave diving jargon, and it's just, they're a completely different breed of people. They'll talk about cave diving like it's the worst thing ever, and then they'll immediately be like, but anyway, I went cave diving on Saturday. Like, here's a story about the most gruesome cave diving murder, but anyway, I just went cave diving. It was pretty fun. I'm gonna do it again. It's so stupid. Like, why? I don't know. Is it just a flex? I don't know. Especially if they have like wives or husbands or families that cares about them. It just seems irresponsible. I don't like it.
Way down and breaks 2 bones. And so, in immense distress, pulls out his Sony Walkman to record an SOS message and later plays it on repeat to save himself from damaging his voice. As he continues to limp downward, he encounters and crosses the Chupetsu River before eventually landing at his final destination, the flat wetland where he would build the SOS and where the two would inevitably remain.
I don't know if I buy that because they didn't recognize his voice. That seems a little weird to me, that the parents just completely did not recognize his voice.
You know, on the surface, this theory makes sense.
I don't know if I buy it.
However, when you begin to pick apart the finer details, this story rapidly falls apart. As we know, the only cliffs in the vicinity are up the mountain, and if these are what Kenji's referring to in his recording, assuming it's him, then he made it to the wetland with broken bones and
I
inexcusable.
constantly say that people are bad at recognizing voices, but they're his parents. And I mainly say that because when you're voice acting, you're deliberately putting a voice on to put on a performance. The vast majority of people, though, I would say, like, I don't know. I think my parents would recognize my voice when I'm speaking normally, you know. Also, how the hell did he chop down 40 trees? That's the bigger question here. Putting even the voice stuff aside, how the hell did this man, with no equipment, no axe to be found whatsoever, chop down 40 trees? 19 trees, same difference. It's too... How? Is he Steve from Minecraft? Did he just supplant it? Did he just punch out the wood with his bare hands? It doesn't make any sense.
Pain. Even if we give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he had every tool in the world, building a sign of this scale would take immense effort for just one person.
Yeah.
It's been said that something like this would take 2 days to construct for someone healthy.
But he was
So how
unhealthy.
in the world did Kenji do this while critically injured?
Yeah.
There was no axe ever found. And why would he have one on a mountain hike anyway? On top of this, the condition of the bones indicated that he would have been incredibly frail by the time he passed away.
Yeah.
There is no way this man made this thing alone, leading me to believe that Kenji Iwamura, perhaps, wasn't the only one to die there.
That's what I've been saying. I don't buy that he
Consider
was
this.
alone.
Kenji is on the hike, and somewhere during his climb, encounters someone else out there. The two were both on their way to the mountain peak, and so they pair up and continue their trek together. As the fog rolls in, the two begin to undergo equally critical errors, making their turn at fake safe rock and getting lost down the mountain's south end.
Fake safe rock keeps taking me out. It's so
Indeed,
fucking
one of them
stupid.
makes a recording, while the other pleads to keep going.
Fake
And
safe
so
rock.
they continue downward, cross the river, and make it to the wetland where Kenji lies in agony. It's possible that this other hiker, for some reason, had an axe, and over the next few days, made this sign with incredibly limited help from Kenji. Kenji knows he can't go any further, though. And so, in a final fit of desperation, the other hiker grabs a handful of
In a
supplies
final fit of desperation, unzips pants.
and takes off to find help. In a way, this could explain why police never found an axe. This could explain why the voice in the recording wasn't Kenji. And this, potentially, could explain how this sign was even made in the first place. The human body can go 3 days without water, and perhaps this unknown person used their last in a final push for rescue. At the end of it all, though,
Y'all are going a step further. I was just like, you know what? If we're gonna die here, I might as well get my last jork in. That was what I was trying to say. That is literally what I was trying to say. Thank you for the hydrate.
never make it and instead would die a slow death. Surrounded by darkness, by wilderness, and in a forest,
Completely abandoned.
completely abandoned.
Man. I don't know how to feel. I feel like, I buy the theory that there were multiple people involved. I'm wondering if the SOS sign already existed there by the time Kenji died there and he decided to die by the sign. I don't know. Everybody, I don't think any of the theories so far have pondered the possibility that the sign was just not built by him and that the bones could be completely unrelated to the sign. I don't know. Either way, it's really sad. But you know what's even more sad? The game that we're about to play.